Welcome to City of LaGrange, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be talking with Lauren, Tyler, and Brooke about the upcoming Sweetland of Liberty Parade in downtown LaGrange. Also, I will be talking with members from the Twin Fountain Nursing Home. So stay tuned for those interviews coming up in just a moment.
Why United Way? Because 99 cents of every dollar donated to United Way of West Georgia stays right here to help your neighbors. Yes, 99 cents. United Way makes every penny count. You can count on United Way, and United Way of West Georgia is counting on you. Please give today.
We voted!
I voted.
I voted.
My mommy voted.
I voted. I voted. I voted.
I voted. My daddy voted.
We voted. I voted.
Have you voted?
I'm Lise Redgill with the City of LaGrange, asking you to please vote for Bark for Your Park. You can vote twice a day, once at petsafe.net and once on Facebook. And please tell everybody you know, friends and family, to vote too.
Please vote! You can vote too!
I voted.
Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm sitting down with committee members for the 4th of July parade. I am sitting down with Laura Boring and also sitting down with Laura Polakovic.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies, both for being on the show today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Lauren, I think you and I sat down last year about this time talking about the upcoming event for the 4th of July, which is in honor of a dear lady that I think the community truly grew to know and love. And there's a park behind us here that's kind of being named and in her honor as well, and that is none other than Annette Boyd. And we're going to talk about the parade a little bit more in just a moment, but before we get started, I want to jump over to Lauren, my other Lauren, and before we came on the show, Lauren, I don't think you're native to LaGrange. Tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm originally from Illinois, if you can't tell by the way I speak, but my dad moved down here about 7 years ago for work, and then my mom trickled down 5 years ago, and then I graduated college and I moved down here, and I have one brother that goes to the University of Georgia. He just graduated, and another sister that just finished up at Berry College, and she's also going to go to UGA for vet. And I got one more sister still in Illinois, and she's coming down, I think, in August. So we're all just gonna move down to this
migrate down south.
nice southern weather.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're glad to have you here in our community. I want to ask you in just a moment, but I'm going to jump over to Lauren, because Lauren, this is your second year being on the committee for the Sweetland of Liberty Parade, correct?
First year.
First year,
First
okay.
year.
All right, first year. Well, tell us a little bit about your involvement with the parade, if you don't mind.
There's just 4 of us that are on the committee this year for the Sweetland of Liberty Parade, and we're working to find children for this parade and to just get the ball rolling.
Get the ball. Okay, all right. Well, let me ask you, Lauren, you are recently moved here to the area. Why are you involved with the parade, if I may ask?
I got involved through the girls that I babysit for. They were in the parade last year, and their mom's been in service league, I think, about as long, about 8 years, and so she convinced me to do it last year, and I was spray painting hair and lining everybody up, and I just loved it. So when they asked me to be on it this year, I was just like, let's do this, I'm excited, and I just love it for the kids because they really enjoy just getting dressed up and walking around Main Street. And
okay. Very good. And you're talking about kids. The parade is primarily for kids. I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that are acceptable in the parade, like motorized vehicle, non-motorized. Talk about that if you don't mind.
Sure. The parade is expressly for children ages 0 to 19.
Okay.
It's a parade for children, and it really helps to teach children about patriotism and love of their country. All types of floats can be in the parade, but we do not allow motorized vehicles.
Okay.
You see a lot of kids riding their bikes or in their little red wagons. So the theme this year is Red, White, and Groove.
Okay.
All of the floats should be decorated according to that theme, and there is prize money
Oh man, well, we were
for
talking
the
about
best floats.
Okay, very good. Lauren, you mentioned red, white, and groove, and Lauren just so happened to have on a T-shirt there, Red, White, and Groove, Sweetland of Liberty Parade. And this is our first year of having the parade, Lauren?
Yes, sir.
Okay, talk a little bit about, and I know that you only been on the committee 1 year, but we have seen this, and I know that you've been a part of it growing
since I was
up.
little.
That's right.
Yeah.
Talk about your experience as a child in the parade.
We we participated in the parade several times as children and with our friends, and it's a very nice tradition that we have here in LaGrange. Very unique that it's a parade just for children. So it's a tradition that's long-standing, and I'm very happy to be a part of it this year.
Okay, well, very good. Lauren, the T-shirt that you're wearing,
Yes.
very nice T-shirt. How can someone acquire a T-shirt of such?
When you sign up there at the Troup County Rec Center, you can you're going to cut off the little attachment, and you can put what size T-shirt you want. We have adult, extra large through youth, extra small. So we have a variety of sizes, and we're trying to get as many T-shirts out as possible if people want to wear them. And I think they're so cute with the kids around the world and groove into America. So.
Absolutely. And I think well, I know that the theme is Red, White, and Groove, and the theme kind of centers around the Grand Marshal for the parade this year. So Lauren, tell us who the Grand Marshal is this year.
We are so excited that Angela Anderson is our Grand Marshal this year.
Okay.
She is the director of Lafayette Dance Academy, and she has been a part of our community for years and years. She taught me dance when I was little, and now she's teaching my child. She has such an impact on children. She's such a role model for the kids in our community, and she instills confidence in our children, which is something that kids need so much these days.
That's right.
They need good positive role models, and Angela definitely fits the bill for that. So we are super excited to honor her this year.
Absolutely. And I've known Angela for quite some time, and I don't know who has the most energy, her or the kids.
I don't know, that's a close tie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty close.
Pretty close there. So Angela's going to be, and I even, she was supposed to be here today, but I understand that you say she's helping out with the Miss Georgia pageant, right?
Yes, she's down in Columbus this week helping out with Miss Georgia.
Okay, well, very good. There again, full of energy, right?
Always helping
something.
out. She taught my kids swimming lessons the past 2 weeks, so
Oh my
she's a busy lady.
Very busy. All right, so the Grand Marshal. Now let's talk a little bit about the parade, the route, and everything of that nature. Lauren, can you tell us where the parade will be starting from?
Yes, we are starting at the parking lot on Bull Street, right next to the Dance Academy.
Okay.
And then they are going to walk up towards Main Street, and they're going to go past the movie theater and circle back around the town square, and then we're going to end up back at Bull Street, and we're going to be lining up there, and we'll have it marked off, so when everybody comes, we just sign them in, and we'll have girls put them where they're supposed to be and get it going after that.
Very good. You know, I participated in the parades over the course of years, and was very fortunate enough about 4 or 5 years ago to be the Grand Marshal for the Sweet Land of Liberty Parade. And I'm going to tell you, it's a joy to see the people come out. We celebrate our independence, and again, to see the kids out enjoying themselves, riding their bike. And you were talking a moment ago, there's an opportunity for some of the kids to win some prize money too, Lauren.
That's right.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
So our grand prize is $300.
Okay.
Like I said, it's according to our theme, Red, White, and Groove. So we'll have judges there to judge all the children's floats, and it's based on the children's creativity and how they adhere to the theme of the parade. The first place prize, I believe, is $250. Second place is $200, and third place is $100. So there's some pretty good prize money involved.
Absolutely. Just being a little creative there, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. Now, Lauren, you mentioned about at the Troup County Parks and Recreation, T-shirts available and sign up, right? If there's someone that's listening today, is there still time for them to sign up?
Oh yes, yeah, there's going to be plenty of T-shirts, and we're putting more and more flyers out this week, and we're pretty much just going to be trying to get everybody who wants to be in the parade to go there and sign up, or if they want to get a hold of the Service League, we can direct them how to get there, and we just want as many people as possible that want to be in it and show their American pride to just come on out.
Absolutely. Now, we talked about the route, and I know, Laura, there's going to be some judging that's going to be taking place. So we need to talk about the times for the judging and all of that, if you don't mind.
Right. Lineup begins at 9 a.m. in the parking lot, and the judging will begin at 9:30. Followed by the parade starting at 10 o'clock. And if anybody needs more information, you can contact us at sweetlandoflibertyparade@gmail.com. We can send out registration forms over email to be turned in at Troup County Parks and Rec.
Okay, very good. Now, if there was someone that was, and I know this is always important, you know, to have sponsorship. And I know that you all have some sponsors at this point, but if there was someone that was interested in being a sponsor, is that an opportunity for them to do so?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we would always accept donations and sponsorships.
Okay. All right. You want to talk about some of your sponsors at this point?
Yes, of course, the Troup County Parks and Rec, the LaGrange Chamber, the City of LaGrange, our Mayor Jim Thornton, Eagle 102.3, PC Screen Printing, the Young Singers of LaGrange. They will be singing in the parade. So we have a good group of sponsors who help present this parade to LaGrange.
Very good. And as always, you know, the community always just comes together for a good cause, and this is definitely for a good cause here. And another part of the parade every year, I know that you all, the parade committee members, honor some seniors from the various high schools. Talk about that for us, Lauren, if you don't mind.
Sure. We have seniors from all of the local high schools, and they will be receiving citizenship awards. Okay. So we're proud to present those children with the citizenship awards at the parade and to honor citizenship in our community.
All right, well, very good. I do remember the year that I was Grand Marshal, I think, of course, I can't remember all the names, but you know, the young people had done some outstanding things here in the community and in their respective schools that just kind of spoke to citizenship. And I think that is so good, you know, that we teach them again at a young age, the giving back and being, you know, concerned about others and as well as themselves for sure. Well, great. If you don't mind, give us a recap of the parade times and lineup and everything, just in case some of our viewing audience may have missed it, Lauren, if you don't mind.
Okay, lineup begins at 9 o'clock at the parking lot on the corner of Bull Street and Broome Street next to Lafayette Dance Academy. Judging begins at 9:30 and the parade starts at 10 o'clock. And there are no motorized vehicles in the parade. Children are welcome to ride their bikes, ride on wagons, and just dress in your red, white, and grooviest best.
Okay, very good. And I forgot to ask the question about where should parents drop the kids off at and pick up? We definitely want to make sure the kids are dropped off at the right spot and picked up.
In that parking lot,
Okay.
on the corner of Bull and Broome.
Okay.
And then parents can pick their children up in the same parking lot at the very end of the parade.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Well, Lauren, I want to say thank you for being on the show today. And Lauren, I want to thank you for moving down and jumping right into the community and getting involved. And we know that now that you have come and gotten involved, that I'm sure Lauren will make sure that you stay involved.
Oh, definitely.
To stay involved. So ladies, I want to thank both of you all for being on the show today and talking about the upcoming Sweet Land of Liberty Parade, which is going to be held on July the 4th, as it has for the last 30 years here in our community. So ladies, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.
We voted!
I voted.
I voted.
My mommy voted.
I voted.
I voted.
I voted. I voted.
My daddy voted.
We voted.
I voted.
Have you voted?
I'm Lise Redgill with the City of LaGrange, asking you to please vote for Bark for Your Park. You can vote twice a day, once at petsafe.net and once on Facebook. And please tell everybody you know, friends and family, to vote too.
Please vote! You can vote too!
I voted.
Troup County Schools. A place where you can learn and grow.
A place where teachers care.
A place where family and school come together.
A place where learning matters.
A place preparing students for a bright future.
Whether going to college
or into the workforce.
Troup County Schools.
Preparing
students
for success.
Today.
Just what you're looking for. You'll find it in one of the 28 shops in downtown LaGrange. Remember old school customer service? It's still here. Not to mention that perfect gift. That's the beauty of downtown LaGrange. So come on down.
Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm sitting down with a couple of individuals from the Twin Fountain Nursing Home. I'm sitting down with Deborah Browning and Andrea Powell. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with both you ladies. And Deborah, I know that you and I sat down, I think it was last year, and talked about Twin Fountain and some things that were taking place there. And Andrea, I understand, is new to the area, been with Twin Fountain since August of last year.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. I'm going to jump back over to start with Deborah. Give you just a moment to gather yourself there, Andre, okay? And to start out with Deborah. Deborah, I know that last month I was looking in the newspaper and I realized that it was National Nursing Home Month. Talk a little bit about some of the things that took place, if you don't mind.
There was quite a bit of activity going on. We are very fortunate to be in this community because we had a lot of community involvement. We started out with the kickoff from a proclamation for Nursing Home Week from the mayor here in LaGrange.
Okay.
He proclaimed it to be National Nursing Home Week for us.
Okay.
And then we had a fashion show that we were able to have this due to our community here.
Okay.
We had people, TJ Maxx, Ella Bell's Boutique participated. They furnished the clothes, and Ella Bell's furnished models to actually come in and model for our residents.
Oh, okay.
We had people like Goodies, Starbucks, the LaGrange florists. They all provided gifts for the winners of the fashion show because we had our own staff members agreed to be some of the models that did that and stuff. But Andrea did a great job in working with the community for all the different events that took place. Each day was a different specified day, like Home Depot. The VFW commander came out, the Girl Scout troop came out, and some family members came out and brought vegetables, brought flowers, assisted in planning and everything.
Okay, very good.
And then more to come. We'll let Andrea share in that.
Very good. Because Andrea, you are now the activities coordinator for Twin Fountains there. Talk a little bit about your role as the coordinator, if you don't mind.
I plan all the events, and sometimes it takes months in planning the events, you know, coordinating them. And then we get together with all the residents. I have a calendar of events every month, and some of the family members are involved. We have lots of big events, and I just want to make the residents feel like they are independent as much as possible. They feel like, you know, they're part of the community.
That's right.
And that's why I involve the community a lot.
Okay.
So that they feel like they're just right there with everybody else.
Absolutely. You know, and I've, you know, seen the papers where you had the Valentine dance, and, you know, I saw, and we're going to talk about some of the other dances that you all had there. But Andrea, as you were talking, I do detect a northern accent.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
I am from originally Cincinnati, but we moved to Indianapolis, and we moved from Indianapolis to here. My husband is over Troup County High School, all the schools.
Okay.
And so we moved here, and I really enjoy the weather. No more shoveling snow, and so I'm blessed to have this job.
Well, very good. You know, you're my second guest today that migrated from the north down south, and it seems like the weather's the thing that kind of is the common denominator that brings everybody south. Because we are very fortunate and very blessed here to be able to have the 4 seasons, and thank God we don't get the snow like you were talking about offset here, talking about shoveling it each day. So we are very fortunate here. So welcome to our community.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you do there at Twin Fountains. And I know that, you know, Deborah being here last year, I think you were here with Kim.
Right.
And we talked about some of the activities. And Andre, you were saying that you have a calendar of events. And Deborah alluded to the planting. Family members came out and planting. And I know that there have been a couple of years that you all had the community garden there. Talk a little bit about that for us, if you don't mind. And I'm going to jump over to you about that too, Deborah.
Okay. When I was planning for the event, I wanted the community to be involved, and all that week we were focusing on us giving back to the community, and then the community giving to us. And I wanted to show the residents that we can give back to the community just as much as the community can give to us.
Okay.
And so I contacted Home Depot and Bobby Smith, the VFW commander, and Julie Hicks, the Girl Scout troop leader, and some family members, and they brought in all kinds of plants, and we have 2 raised gardens, and they helped us plant that day all the plants, and then we're going to be harvesting them, and then we'll have all kinds of harvest parties where we're going to be eating.
Best part.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Residents really enjoy that. Like
Absolutely.
green fried tomatoes, different things like that.
Okay, all right, very good. And I know, Deborah, last year when you all were here, we talked about the gardens and the things that you all grow and what you all do with them, and as Andrea has alluded to, eating. Talk about some of the things that you all harvested last year and what you all did with those things.
Well, as she was saying, we had the fried green tomatoes. That seems to be the hot topic, but the greens, we have collards planted, so that's also a hot item that the residents really enjoy eating. We had like squash, all your typical southern food, which Andrea is fitting right into, even though she's not typically a southerner.
Okay.
But we will be feeding the residents. They look forward to that from before we plant. They look forward to the harvest party, which is, I guess, normal, because we all do when we plant our gardens at home. We look forward to the harvest time we can actually, reap what we've sown.
Absolutely.
So,
and saying that, and during the gardens, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, perhaps because I remember last year you all were telling me, I think the oldest individual you had was close to 100, 98, 99, somewhere in that.
Well, actually, we have, the oldest resident that we have had was 104.
Okay.
Currently, I think it's about 99 that we have now.
So when you think about that, a person that age, they were raised farming their own crop.
That's
so
true.
then they're returning back to where they're having someone help them to do that. And I think that's the way that we probably all are going to go eventually, is going back to harvesting our own foods.
True.
So it's so much better for us too.
Earlier this year, we peeled apples and we made apple butter overnight.
Oh, yeah.
And then we all ate the apple butter with biscuits.
Yes.
And they really enjoyed it, that they actually peeled those apples, and made that.
That's right.
They really enjoyed it.
Okay, it's so much fun. I can remember those days of peeling apples, peaches, and picking blackberries and all the various things. I'm just old country boy myself, and we, my father and my stepfather, we had acres and acres, and it looked like we farmed every inch of it. Corn and the various things that you all are raising there now. It is always an enjoyment to be able to sit down and enjoy a meal that you grew out of your own garden. So
definitely.
Absolutely. I want to just jump down here now to one of the events that you all had to take place during the National Nursing Home Week, which was a high school dance that I think that the residents thoroughly enjoyed. Andrea, if you don't mind, start out talking about that, and Deborah, you can chime in as well.
It was actually in February, we had a high school Valentine's dance where the Troup County High School came out, and their show choir, encore, and the distinguished young women dance. They all came out and they helped us decorate in the morning time, and then in the afternoon we had a dance where they dated our residents. They brought in flowers and corsages. And they actually brought an arch with them where they all passed through the arch just to signify that they're at the dance now. And we also crowned our king and queen, Valentine's king and queen there. It was just a wonderful time, and it bridged the gap of, seniors and high school students. They really seemed like they connected, so it was wonderful memories of dancing, when they were younger.
Very good. I did see that in the paper. And speaking of paper, Deborah, I know that you do a newsletter for the Twin Fountains. Talk about that. And I know that this newsletter, not only just a newsletter for the residents, but this is an award-winning newsletter. So speak about that, if you don't mind.
We do a monthly newsletter to keep our family members and the community in tune to what else going on. The centerfold of it is the calendar that Andrea has spoken of, and then we put pictures of our residents with all of their events and everything. It's really, like I said, it's a very informative, specific to what our residents are doing. We highlight residents, we highlight activities, we highlight staff members that get Shining Star. So, and it did place first this year again, so I'm very proud of that, because that's one of my favorite things to do. I like the graphic designing and that type of stuff.
Well, very good. And it just speaks volume to the staff and to you, Deborah, to you, Andrea, of how we're taking care of our senior individuals in their golden years, as I call them. And Deborah, you may have heard me mention, but just this past Saturday, a week ago, we celebrated my grandmother's 99th birthday.
Wow,
and,
congratulations.
And she still lives at home, able to cook a meal on her own, very independent lady. So, you know, for individuals like my grandmother and individuals like the ladies and the gentlemen that you all are taking care of, I say thank you for what you do to make our seniors in life, make their lives more enjoyable during their senior golden years. And there's many more things here that we want to talk about, but I'm going to have to ask you ladies to come back again to our next show, because it's just, our time is gone. But ladies, I want to thank both of you very much for being on the show today. And Andrea, welcome to LaGrange, and I hope that you'll enjoy the weather.
Oh, I do.
Get ready for the hot summers, though, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Deborah, both you ladies, thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you, Alton, for having us.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more City Week in just a moment.
We voted!
I voted.
My mommy voted.
I voted.
I voted.
I voted.
I voted.
My daddy voted.
We voted.
I voted.
Have you voted?
I'm Lise Redgill with the City of LaGrange, asking you to please vote for Bark for Your Park. You can vote twice a day, once at petsafe.net and once on Facebook. And please tell everybody you know, friends and family, to vote too.
Please vote!
You can vote too.
I voted.
At LaGrange College, your journey toward achievement may take you in many different directions. The arts, law, ministry, medicine. Experience LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions, and leave transformed. Discover more at lagrange.edu/transform.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining City Week this week. My guests have been committee members for the Sweet Land of Liberty Parade, Laura Boeing and Laura Polovic, as they talked about the staging times and start time. And also, we will have Angela Anderson as the Grand Marshal. So come out and support the Sweet Land of Liberty Parade, July 4th. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I have from the Twin Fountain Nursing Home Secretary, Deborah Browning, and also the Activities Coordinator, Andrea Powell, as they talked about some events that took place during the National Nursing Home Month. Ladies and gentlemen, by all means, if you can go out and volunteer, I'm sure they would truly love to have you there. So ladies and gentlemen, go out, lend a helping hand. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us City Week this week. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.